if you're playing on Saturdays, because we're just pulling the top of the leaderboards, we have the chance to hop right into your match. So you get to that 300 mark in Champion League, do your best chance, and right away, I think we actually have a specialist here on lupology. I believe that's the study of DrLupo.
Yes, it's the study of old age and mythological creatures, and that's what we have here with DrLupo. Here's what I'll say. You know what? Oh, he needs this. Let's go, Ben. Rangerstown 27 hits the deck there. DrLupo 2 points on the board. Look at these builds.
Down onto Sin Echo because he doesn't have anything else. It's the heavy sniper, the attack, courage, that's it. The drum gun, we've talked about it, but not going to be enough. But unfortunately, he loses all the medium ammo over the side, so only going to get...
The zone continuing to move. You see DrLupo playing towards the backside of this, trying to just shoot on down on his opponents because, again, very limited assault rifle ammo here. Turns back around. Great use of that rare tactical shotgun. Drops on another unsuspecting player, DrLupo. 5 eliminations. Top 10 performance so far. Over to the assault rifle. Lupo edits on through. This tree here blocking so much movement from both the top and the bottom.
The tree took down Sir Jacko, so now it's just a one-on-one.
Oh no, 1 versus 1. Lupo versus Wit. Lupo with the health advantage, building on through. Wit on the low ground. He's got height as well. Lupo can actually do this. DrLupo pushing on in. The spray comes up, the drop down, the shot. What?
Get the gifts ready.
What?
Get the gifts ready.
I quit.
16 points. Just outside of that first placement threshold as we're moving across the fatal field. So he pushes in right away with the tack, missed the second shot, got the first and the third, picks up Joe Watermelon, and some much needed builds as well.
That drum gun's so good for those moments where the storm's right at your back. You got to push on through the enemy builds. You just keep spraying and spraying. Mike with another elimination there, now up to 148 HP. One player all the way on the high ground, Nick A30, still in this one. And Nick A30, someone that I've seen before, looking to get obviously more to the competitive side of things with the Fortnite World Cup, as a lot of people have. But Nick, with his massive, YouTube presence, has also begun to realize and get vocal about what he needs to improve on. One thing he knew he was not the best at and that he needed to work on was his tunneling for late game, his ability to take the high ground. And look, it's coming into play right now. Nick doing a great job of playing for height, but
he has no mats now, though. He was running through the high ground, but all of a sudden everyone ends up on top of this hillock, and he has no mat, so he says, I'm just going to start sliding down, and he does. Is this an action movie? Nick A30 sliding down the hill with that tactical shotgun, picks up 1, picks up 2 elims right away, and he needs all of those resources as all of the other ballers aren't picking them up, and he gets 200 builds out there. He gets the 3rd super Lego man is not super anymore. Nick A30. Yeah, that's 3 elims, but no builds, as you said.
Still no builds. All right, got enough for 9 walls. How has Nick somehow gotten to this point?
He's in the top 5 now, though. So he's gotten the 7 placement points. He drops the other player outside the baller. Will he be able to convert on that? Doesn't quite stick it, so still top 5, Jack.
Nick A30 with a masterful late game performance. One of the most insane things I've seen so far today. Pushing with the drum gun. Another one now. Down goes J Daddy. He's got the mats he needs. And the roof to go. Nick A30 to the high ground now. One player next to him. Nick building on up. He's got 1 nearby. Beautiful job taking the high ground again. Doesn't have any redeploys left, though, or anything. Yes, beautiful job. Dropping on down. Continuing to make sure he can't just die to fall damage. There is a baller still in play. 2 players left. 1 versus 1. The spray with the drum gun. Nick should have the health advantage. He's got the mats to continue to build on out as well. Nick, what an end to this game it has been. Definitely has a health advantage over Hurricane. Hurricane now having to go up a little bit of a hill, and that's going to cause some awkward build to come into play. Nick realizing that he's just blocking off everything he can. Looks like the player used a rift or a launch pad, getting up above Nick. Nick spraying. There it is! The launch pad was used, but it's not enough. Nick A30, pop your shadow bomb and then open the door. So you're fully covered instead of opening up a whole wall and having the ability to somehow get beamed if someone's looking at you. Great challenge from Tilt there.
And if you do run out of that utility, you're in a tough spot. Keys, on the other hand, with 400 that ammo, no problem. Gonna catch Kabuta right there, gargoyling hard, and then he swaps right away. Niz becomes almost the collateral damage there to his drum gun spray. Just get in the way. He's like, hey, out of here, out of my lobby. Neon tilted and into the riverbed, which honestly is one of the more nerve-wracking situations. Rotating through can be terrifying as Deoxys gets picked up as he goes to pop the rip. So great elim from Tilt there.
Yeah, and Tilt's just going to continue to farm up on these players moving from the zone. I mean, it's that easy when you have a drum gun in your hands, folks. Now he's got more ammo. That's what he needed so desperately.
Two ballers still in play between Lay and Zippy as Zippy gets his broken and Tilt is just mowing him down. It's like fish in a barrel. Lands to the slaughter. Face Tilt with the drum gun. Name a better combo as he single-handedly frags himself into the top 5.
Top 4 now. Ebby Devin G on the high ground. Top 3 as Matt is trash goes down to Ebby Devin G. Tilt, one player just on the outside of his box, going to go ahead and chase with this drum gun. Sprays it on through. Really no shields left. This player now done for. 1 versus 1. Ebby Devin G up against Face Tilt. Face Tilt continuing to build on out. Devin pops that slurp, so that'll be ticking for these final few moments. 12 eliminations versus 4. Devin drops all the way down, and Face Tilt without even batting an eye. With the elimination, 13 elims, the victory royale, a 23-point game, Sundown.
And competing in the arena allows you to get up there. 300 points will open the semifinals, which is what we are watching now. This is the North American East region for the Fortnite World Cup final in New York City, which are broken up based off of server region population and competitive participation. As Snake just puts that new combat shotgun to work, putting it in the chest of St. Vision and firing it twice. You're enabling yourself to go make plays as Ivory does drop down, trying to put in the work with the combat shotgun, and it says, no, I'll do it the old-fashioned way.
And right there, that's a perfect finish this guy as quickly as possible with the drum gun.
Yeah, it's the margin of error. We've talked about it before. Great work from Snake there, making sure he had the right hand, but I mean, it's tough, and whew, I didn't even see that either. 14 elims so far.
We'll have to see how the players build on through at the moment. Snake just going to go as far as he possibly can, then turn around and look to beam enemies, and, well, down goes. And Snake is still building like this with the inventory that you could only dream of, which is crazy to me. One baller now eliminated. That's a Noob Tuber who's had his baller destroyed. And 72, 137. That's a quick elimination for Snake.
Yeah, and this
16.
This is the most.
He can drop a 20 bomb.
He very realistically could drop a 20 bomb, as you see now the drum from the side, but has a ton. Like, not going to really push through too much, only 22 damage there. But his building is clinical here. And great work showing off the mid-range accuracy, picking up Asden, and we are now into the top 5. So 7 placement points for everyone, all about the eliminations and the victory out, as Snake continues to try and get those eliminations. Double trap right. What is this guy?
His traps are insane. He's got 2 rifts, 2 launch pads, and left a rift behind. He could literally play 3 more late games. So, like, fire up another match. You can play the whole thing.
I mean, and look at the ammo count, too. It's not like he's hurting. If he just wants to sit there and shoot the shots.
19 elims.
Flex on him.
And the victory royale.
Get in here. We want to catch your games. We want to see what you have against the best of the best, as Kovak just takes down Luxury Lemons, making them look like some kind of back-of-the-barrel lemons there instead.
Dude. But from everyone, you know, as Kovak does a nice job landing right next to this next launch pad, can basically wait right next to it as he turns and snipes Astonish right there. But he can kind of use this launch pad again as more movement. Instead, now we'll just turn back to the edge of the zone, and Fortnite, you definitely know that a lot of times the fights aren't your choice, as players will do anything they can to get those elimination points. Now Kovak's still chasing this one player. He knew he melted the shields off. There's the confirmed elimination. One more player nearby, swaps back to the tac shotgun.
Now we're in
really
top
good challenge, and there it is.
Top 15 with that elim, as Juice is a bot. Well, might have proven that one yourself, as Kovak now trying to get his Kovaks on, but doesn't quite pick that one up. Hippie Habitat right next to him, as is Poppy Sid, but Outlet picks up Mooney right as Mooney's trap fires off. So now Tynox gets Germ, and we're into the top 10 as Nut trades out Tynox.
It's not like you can turn your back and try to spray on down. You can't build behind you.
Oh, they're right next to each other.
Right next to him. Oh my goodness, a clean pump to the head. Only 6 total builds though.
It doesn't take the tick. That was another change from 2 patches ago. It takes 1 second for it to drop through, and then he picks up a Minish. The patience pays off.
500 wood.
Yep, gets all that wood going out now and should be able to navigate back through, but this is where it gets tricky. What part of these builds do you own? Can you push through it before those ticks start coming down? Kovak on the high ground. Nut drops down into Hippie Habitat, and he just rips through him with that drum gun as Kovak picks up Mouncy, and we're into a 1v1. who is the better player, who can utilize everything they have. We saw Nut and Zundi last week pop off on Saturday. Can Nut pop off again, or will Kovak be able to take him down? He's working down from the high ground. You hear the traps, arm out. Kovak goes for it, misses the first 2 shots, but now just walls off Nut. That's it. It could be positional, and that's gonna be the difference. The positioning from Kovak to wall him out of the zone and then know where he was going. 7 elims, victory royale.
But NA East is not disappointed, dude. The game's been insane, especially seeing people adapt. It's incredible. DMO right there on the top of the leaderboard. Currently 20 eliminations, 2 victory royales to his name with 45 points. He's tied, though, with Steens, the difference being the victory royale as the tiebreaker.
Yeah, he is that victory royale. I mean, we're talking about the old guard, DrLupo up here as well, and then Demo showing up.
Old.
That's the very old guard, and
yeah.
Demo, he's young. He's young. I can't rib on him, but he is definitely one of the older players in who can compete at this level, right? We talk about the amount of 14-year-olds who've qualified for New York. Demo, I think 24. So showing up, Solomon Demo, the old guard in this sense. But semifinals today, he's doing very well. All these other players as well. We saw Luxury Snake have that huge pop-off game that we just watched.
Yeah.
Booga's in there. He's already qualified for New York. Nut, Lominator. I mean, this is a good day for people. They're happy with their performances.